in the drill tower. And here's the assignment that's coming.
Avenue is your cross. Your timer is 2122 with a TAC of 17, TAC 17.
So that's the alarm that comes into the fire station, or if you're on the radio, you're monitoring the radio, and you can be dispatched on the radio away from quarters. The engineer and the captain check the maps, and there's a new app that you can put on your phone called Pulse Point. Pulse Point, P-U-L-S-E, Pulse Point. And you can listen to the dispatches of the fire departments throughout the world. So look at it, it's called Pulse Point. And then you can also get another app, scanner, radio scanner, and it's a fireman deal. It's free. So look for those Pulse Point, and you can look and see what bureau your son or daughter or loved one is being assigned to, and you can listen to them on the fire ground and the talking that's doing between the captains, the firefighters, and the incident commanders, who are the chief officers. But now we've got smoke showing now through the second floor of the drill tower. Now we're waiting for the full alarm assignment. Our response time is really, really big right now. We're being judged constantly on getting on scene as rapidly as possible. The chief would love to see us get on scene as rapidly as possible within a 3 to 5 minute. And I don't know what city agency that you can call and have them show up at your front door in 5 minutes. Now here comes the task force, a truck company and 2 engines. Two truck companies are on scene. The first truck company becomes the incident commander. That is the captain too. If he's there before our chief officer, then he will be in control of the fire. He will tell Metro, our dispatchers, where he is, what he has, and what he needs to handle. So the basic assignment for this would be 2 hook and ladders, 3 engines, a rescue ambulance, and a fire chief, a battalion commander. And then we divide the building up into sections. Out in front here, this is Kemper Lane, 9112 Kemper Lane. That's what we know as Division A. As we go around to the right, to the left side, that's Division B. B as in Bravo. The back side is considered C. And the far left side, right side is Division D. So each rider is making an estimate of the situation. What ladders do we need? There goes that rescue again. So the ladders are being placed. The rescue ambulances are putting themselves into position where they can help those that might be injured or trapped. Truck companies are going to the roof to ventilate, which means they got to cut a hole into that roof. And that's a dangerous position, but we have our thermal infrared cameras. With the use of our drones, they have infrared cameras aboard them, and they can notify the incident commander that we have heavy heat emitting from the roof. So that gives us a limited amount of time to which we work. Sometimes on television, you'll watch where helicopters, news helicopters, will be flying over the top, and they'll be catching all this action from the roof. What you're not seeing is the brave firefighters at the front door who are suiting up, finding out where the seat of the fire is, and extending a hose line in through the hallways, through the doors, to find the seat of the fire. A great tool that the department has just given us is each firefighter has a personal thermal infrared camera. Whereas before, the captain used to carry kind of a radar-looking gun that showed where the heat was. Now each firefighter can look at his own thermal red camera and see where is the heat. Is the heat building? Do I need to get out? So they'll work together as a team. You can see them on the roof with their tools and equipment, pounding and sounding to make sure that they're on a safe roof. And if it's not safe, they need to talk to one another and say, this is not good, this is getting too soft, we need to get out. Where you don't see here also is a chief officer and his staff assistant or emergency incident technician that is also now coming in charge of the fire. He's keeping a staff, he or she is keeping a situational status, a resource status. Because you think, who's in charge here? Where is everybody? And that's how responsibility of the chief to make that resource available to know where all his firefighters are. You can see the danger below the firefighters as they're getting that heat and gases to escape. It allows the firefighters to go inside. First we crawl, we check the heat, we check our environment.
Calling out Mayday, identify yourself and give a description of the situation and location. Firefighter Ray, stay calm. Initiate grab lives. Procedures. You just deploy your rig team to your location.
So what you just heard is the worst thing we can ever hear on the fire ground. It's called a mayday. Each firefighter has a radio, and if necessary, if they get lost, injured, or separated, they can announce to the commanding officer of the fire or to Metro, because they're always listening. There's one firefighter that's working together to make sure that our firefighters are safe. You can see our firefighters that were trapped inside. Now they've used their skills to get out of the building, where firefighters are searching for them on the floors above the fire. We got to train as if our life depends upon it, because as you can see, it really, truly does. Overhead now, we've got our helicopters coming in if necessary. These are the firefighters that you see above us that went through the same training as your loved one. But now, through their skills, they have joined the air resources of the LAFD. These are the workhorses on whether it's someone that's trapped, whether we need to lift a horse out of the mud in the Coima Dam, whether we need to fight brush fire. These are the men and women that are assigned to air operations that do that work for us. We saw another firefighter being rescued. That's a good thing. You saw the color of the smoke changing. Here comes another flyby. Underneath the body of that helicopter, you saw a drop tank. It's able to drop 340 gallons of water. And if it got any hotter, I might have them call them in and cool you guys off. Notice the color of the smoke when you see it on television. When it gets to that ugly, black, powerful, pressurized smoke, now it gets to be a little bit lazy. That means when you see that white smoke, that means your loved one is at the seat of the fire, putting water on the fire. And that's the glory of being a firefighter, is getting first water on the fire. So you can see all the tools and equipment that they've learned in the past 22 weeks go down for this, what you see right here. They say that firefighters would fight fire for free. It's the cleanup that they get paid for. I won't tell the mayor that. A lot of hard work by our firefighters, still dangerous. Even though the fire is out, now we've got to do an estimate of the situation. We might even have to call in our arson investigators if we find something suspicious. There's ways. We have a number of dogs that are trained in arson. There are dogs that can smell 60 different, that's 60 different styles of flammable liquids. Concludes our demonstration portion of our program. I know that the graduates have worked very, very hard to put this demonstration together for your enjoyment. And I think they've done an outstanding job. Let's give them a round of applause. Here they are, your loved ones now, proud standing before you as the latest members of the Los Angeles Fire Department. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Firefighters, restab your axes for the closing benediction. Please join us as Chaplain George McReady leads us in our benediction.